I followed the rules, paid my dues, and crushed shit in corporate America. Then, freedom became all that mattered.
What's poppin', y'all? It is Friday, March the 11th. We have made it. I don't know why this quarter has felt so long and short at the same time, but we almost through the month of March, Women's History Month, and I honestly couldn't be more excited for this panel today. Y'all, these are definitely three of my favorite people on earth. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, but we have Cortesia, the prodigy herself. We have Lyndsae, the super duper dope money mindset goddess. And we have Annika, who capes so hard for the disenfranchised, abused, disrespected, etc. In the earth, to be honest. Her gift has no limits, no bounds, and I'm so excited to watch her grow and stretch. So without further ado, I'm going to let them introduce themselves and tell you where they're from and tell you who they are today. Lyndsae, we'll start with you, mama.
Hello, everyone. First of all, thank you so much, Queen, for having me. It is always a pleasure to just be in your presence. My name is Lyndsae Peele. I am the founder and principal consultant at Kingdom Vision Consulting. We are a financial services firm that specializes in CEO financial planning, specifically for entrepreneurs of color. And we do that by focusing on 5 key areas of finance known as class, creditworthiness, long-term wealth, asset protection, strategic banking relationships, and strategic asset accumulation. I am also the host of the Real Deal radio show, where we provide you with the resources, empathy, accountability, and literacy to improve the overall wealth journey for the Black entrepreneur. It is such an honor to be here. Thank you.
Like I told y'all, the money mindset goddess, okay? I wasn't blowing no smoke. I'm excited. I'm excited to unpack who you are, Lyndsae, and to just have some super dope vibes. Cortesia, the prodigy. Can you tell the people where you're from and who you are today?
Well, I am in Atlanta, Georgia. I was born in humble beginnings. Very, very humble. Like in Florida, where they got like 2 seasons, and then we moved up here to try and escape the hood, like they hear in the movies. So the fact that we escaped the hood and then we arrived in the hood, kind of ghetto here in Atlanta, is so amazing that I get the opportunity every single day to wake up and help people learn how to brand their businesses, how to design, how to create, and just be comfortable with making sure that their visual presence is as powerful as their product and or service. I love everything about branding, and I'm not going to give you any fluff or any glitter with it. I'm straight cut, no chaser, and I'm ready to get to it. Let's go.
That's my homie, y'all. I gotta laugh that she said glitter, because the number of times Cortesia shows up in a week on Instagram saying, "Don't put no glitter in your," like, she needs that thing. Like, she's like, glitter is not a color. Please get your brand colors together. So super dope. I'm so excited to get all of your gems and your realness, because she's so raw, y'all. I love it to death. And my girl Annika, I think she's having a few technical difficulties. But while she's getting set up, I want to flow into some questions just to further unpack, who y'all are, and how you think, what you like, right? So today I woke up with a whole lot of nostalgia. Like, I was thinking about the 90s and like all the things I love. Like, it was just a special era, even though I was super young, right? But there were a lot of like feel good things, and honestly, like when I need to like reset or rebalance, like I go to a whole lot of things that are nostalgic to get me there. So I'm gonna ask some this or that questions, okay? And I want y'all to tell me what you choose, and you can't choose both, but answer in the mindset of like what gets you there. Like, if you had to choose just one, right, to get your mood right, to brighten your day, which one it is, okay? And don't think too long, because I don't want y'all lying on here. All right, so 90s. 90s is the topic. All right, so this or that. Keith Sweat or Avant?
Avant.
That's good. I'm gonna go with Keith Sweat.
You can only choose one. Okay. I went Cortesia with Avant. Why did you say Avant, Cortesia?
Keith Sweat cry a lot, and
I'm weak.
It's bad. Now the hits that he has that has made me like really like get into it, like "Don't Take Your Love Away," and then the two songs he has with Kiki Wyatt. Those two songs right there. I want to get married to those songs. I want to have babies to those songs.
Listen.
Come on.
He understands the assignments. Okay, I think he was a little before his time. He just woo. Okay. Lyndsae, why did you choose Keith Sweat? Our guy, Keith Sweat.
Keith Sweat is a classic. He does cry a lot, but see, for somebody like me with music, I need to feel it, and I
need it.
Feel it too. And when
I feel it,
feel it.
I feel it.
Just add a little extra flavor when you're a little extra emotional for me.
Lyndsae, like, I want you to crawl. Okay, I need to know you sorry. I thought that's right, sis. I ain't mad. Okay, cool. Dope. All right, still in the 90s. Either or, you can only choose one. And it's in the vein of what gets you there, right? Spoken word or comedy jam?
Comedy jam.
Spoken word.
Comedy jam.
Okay, Lyndsae, why do you say spoken word?
Well, one, as a wordsmith, as someone who's very articulate in my speech, I love when people can explain their feelings and really just put it into words that one would, for a lot of us, we wouldn't even think about, right? The spoken word, I'm also a musician, right? So because I love music, right? Music literally drives me. It feeds my soul. Spoken word is literally a form of music most of the time, just beat, right? So it just allows me to also just have a peaceful, safe space to just listen, to vibe, and to feel all the feels, and to be able to walk out of the room and say, that just recharged me.
Yeah. What do you play? Or what type of musician are you?
Bass drum. Yep.
Okay, let me find out. When I get to the stage, we gotta do something, sis. I mean that for real. Man, okay, that's dope. All right, I would choose spoken word too. Death Comedy Jam. When I watched that stuff back, it's like, oh, y'all would have been canceled for sure. Okay, but Cortesia, why did you choose Comedy Jam?
I mean, all the great comedians, and I'm honestly, I know they would have been canceled in today's soft ass world, but like literally, that's what makes me happy. I can watch those comedians, and I believe comedy is being a wordsmith as well. I believe that you have to take words, you have to make fun of situations that people are taking so sensitive and harsh, to be able to find joy in those situations. It's an art, to get out there on the stage and having to go through and say, you know what, yo mama, and or find somebody in the audience. And a lot of that art went away with COVID. A lot of that art went away with all of these different things. And to just have something like, I remember watching Lil Duval get on stage, and he sung that song, "Bitch, I done bought you a drink. You is my girlfriend." Like, I remember that. Like, he in the bushes. I can still imagine that. Seeing him go from where he was to, he came up with a song. Listen. Look, I like laughter. I like poetry too. But I mean, if you want to date me, make me laugh. If you want to marry me, say me some poetry. You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
see, I think that goes into who I am. Like, I'm a lover, so like word, like clearly Keith Sweat crying,
yes. What you said? Work for it. That's so funny. Okay. I ain't mad at it. And honestly, I think both fit y'all's personality styles. Like, honestly, like, cause she's like, it makes me happy when they meet. I'm just kidding. This is not me, y'all. She's super dope. Follow her. Okay. So still on 90s. And Annika, if you can hear me, definitely just keep your camera off, because that might help the bandwidth. But if you can hear me, we're answering questions about which one we would choose. 90s is a category, mama. And you can only choose one and be honest, right? And the The vein is like, which thing would you choose to get you there? Whatever that is for you. But you know, like when you need some balance, when you need a fix, and you need some right? Which thing would you choose to get you there? All right.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna be sensitive on this first of all. Living single or Soul Train? What?
Living single for me.
Come on now. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Cortesia, what you think about?
I was saying, damn, because why you had to pick those two? I remember sneaking to watch Soul Train and seeing those same little girls doing them dances like you do on Soul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember that.
I know.
But nowadays, like I wake up to Living Single and watching Queen Latifah go through her stages and see the evolution where she is now.
Listen,
I gotta say Living Single. I agree totally with you, Miss Peele, because I can't. I don't know, and you know what I will say. The thing that bothers me about Soul Train is why didn't nobody check on this dude's mental health? And he committed.
what happened with him?
He committed suicide. The dude that
The
was
host?
Yeah. The
I
dude
didn't know that.
The older host. Yeah, he committed suicide.
What?
No, that bothers me, and that happens a lot with musicians. And you can see, like, a lot of artists and musicians, they get out there and nobody checks on them and they commit suicide. Like, I that kind of bothers me. And they had the same rundown all the time. Soul Train was, hey, come to the board, and then you know, in certain realms, when you reach a certain age or you reach a certain thing, they forget about you. Living Single still today. If I look at them on the show, I still see Sinclair and I still see Overton. I want that love. When they got married, the guilt that she had for kissing old dude, even though a lot of those people don't. A lot of those people do not look the same. They don't look the same.
Right.
But I still see them in that age. That is nostalgia for me. Khadijah said something one day on there, and I wrote a paragraph about it because she said, Kyle, when I'm broke, I'm a bitch. And I was like, yeah, that's true.
That's real.
When I'm broke,
that's
I'm
a bar.
But
that is.
She did not understand the fact that when you invest money, sometimes you lose and sometimes you win. And she was trusting Kyle to invest her money, but she didn't understand how to invest. So I'm still learning lessons from this thing, but I ain't learned shit from Soul Train except for, don't.
You're so silly. I didn't know that piece. But I'm with you. I'm with you. Like, honestly, I love it then, but when I look back at it now as a grown woman, I'm like, oh, this is real. Like, everybody's talking about Friends. Nah, Living Single. Honestly, Living Single was supposed to be what Friends was, but they didn't think that people would love or receive a black cast like that. So they, like, put it on a lower, like, literally it's supposed to be Friends. It came in the same network and everything. Like, super fire. Lyndsae, why did you, wait, before you answer, Lyndsae, Annika, which one are you choosing? So you can't change your answer. Soul Train or Living Single?
Listen, Soul Train had me kind of rap for a minute. Learned that time, like with and then, I love that move, and I still do it to this day.
Come on now.
Because but yeah, I'm Living Single.
Okay, you Living Single. I was about to say, Annika said Soul Train raised her. What we talking about? Okay, Lyndsae, why did you choose Living Single? What is it about that gets you there?
For me, as an adult now and as an entrepreneur, understanding the importance of a tribe, of a community, of
it was tight.
Like that family, like that's so important. And I see how they were able to literally navigate everything else that happened outside of those doors and to come home and to have each other no matter what. That is priceless. Like that is so priceless.
Super dope. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm gonna go through these last ones faster because I'm sounding like Lil Daryl, y'all. I'm gonna go through these faster because I want to ask some other questions from you all, and we only have 30 minutes. But okay, so listen, y'all can't think long now. Be real. Going through it fast. All right. Fat Farm or FUBU?
For us by us, baby. You are
Listen. Listen.
Fat Farm.
Fat Farm. I want to ask so bad, but I ain't gonna ask. What? Okay, Annika. Annika cheating, y'all.
Explain. It only.
You said Fat Farm too? Oh, FUBU.
No, I said
Okay.
FUBU. FUBU. The
Okay,
name
okay, I'm with
alone- The name alone for
Okay.
me is what does it, and just the rise in Black people money off of us. So that's what it was for me.
All right. Lip liner or French roll? What gets you there, huh? What you go with?
Lip liner.
or French roll.
Girl, you know them. Yeah, me too.
That was
Lip liner.
ooh.
Lip liner.
That's tough. Cause the French rolls is tight now. Listen, the little whoop, the little
I
whoop.
was the microwave ponytail one. I was the micro. So give me.
Look, a nigga making up her own rules.
Lip liner had us in a hole for so long.
You grown.
Listen, they sat there for the longest. I didn't even know there was not a black lip liner until I went to modeling school. I was like, "Where's the black lip liner?" And they was like, "You real ignorant right now."
Black, right?
That they was like, "It's supposed to be brown." And then when I went back and told my friends, I was like,
I'm
"Girl,
weak.
you know it's no black lip liner." Still, black lip liner, lip gloss. Girl, we'll tear them folks up.
Y'all was using the eyeliner.
Tear them folks up.
I ain't mad at it. All right, these are the last two. I'm gonna try to go fast. I keep lying you when I say I'm gonna go fast, but y'all just surprised me. Okay, this one is hard, so I ain't mad either way. I don't even. Okay, yeah. Okay. Soul food or the best man?
The best man.
Soul food.
Best man.
The best man wins this one. Okay. It's soul food for me, but I don't count. Yeah, it's soul food for me, but I don't count. I mean, just because Big Mama resonated so much with me. Like, I cry every time because I'm like, that's my Big Mama. That's her in the hospital. Like, you know, I felt like the little boy was me, you know? Because we all think we were her favorite, you know? But anyway.
Like it gave us, I feel like Soul Food gave us more, you know, with the series. Like, it was just, it was really like.
I didn't watch the series. Was it
I
good?
didn't either.
I didn't. I'm like, don't mess up a good thing. I couldn't look at it.
Soul food crippled black people.
Why you say that?
It crippled black people to believe that all you need is food to solve all your problems.
I'm so weak.
If your cousin sleep with your man, make some macaroni and cheese.
It was so scandalous. It was Tyler Perry movies before Tyler Perry movies.
Without the hidden microphone in the wig, right?
Oh, without the horrible wig.
Yeah, without that.
It crippled me for a long time because I used to get sad. Everybody be like, "Oh, I got some ice cream and chocolate." Nah, ain't no ice cream and chocolate. I need a whole meal. I need
like soul food. Treat me. No, that's but that was real though. Honestly, like when I think back on the scandals that went on that I heard about in my 20s, but I didn't know it was at Big Mama house. It's just like this ain't healthy, y'all. Like,
Yeah.
acting like all it's all good. Okay, last one. Okay, I cheated on this one, but it's the last one. I cheated on this one. This one kind of spans 90s and 2000s, but I know y'all gonna know what these are. Everybody watching might not get it. Y'all, do y'all know that 70% of the listeners, 76% of the listeners are men? I'm so shocked. So I don't know if y'all gonna get it, but capris or gauchos?
Damn.
Yeah.
Gauchos.
Me too, dog.
I had to go
Me too,
with
dog.
Gauchos.
The little flow. Ooh.
Yeah.
Gauchos.
You just
Slow.
Right, especially at the top.
At the hips and the
Gauchos.
Okay.
I had too many pairs of those.
Me too.
Too many pairs. Oh my God, that's all I wore. Like you get you a nice halter top, some earrings, a pair of gauchos.
Listen, that's it.
That's it.
I
You
used to
fine, man. You fine.
tear up Six Flags looking like that. What you talking about?
Man.
So funny. Okay, so that was dope. That really gave some insights into who we are, I think, and the way that we think. So a question. And time has flown by so fast. I'm so sad, but y'all are so dope. I knew this was gonna happen. So, just curious, right? So, in the context of freedom, right, and you all share in whatever way you want to, share anything that you want to, right? Obviously, we're in the 90s. Even the stuff we're saying, right? Like, there was this way of making it all right, and we said like breaking generational curses, but we ain't never unpacked shit, right? Like we ain't never said like, oh, you really a narcissist, or you are, you struggling with anxiety, depression, right? We didn't have that vocabulary, right? But now, when you think about how you've transformed over the last few decades, right, and who you are today, what is your definition of freedom today, right? And how did you get there, if you are there at all?
For me, specifically, was reaching this place of comfortability within myself. Yeah. Truly understanding, investing in my own understanding of my identity, being able to become comfortable with who I am, every part of me, and to be able to walk in it unapologetically. And it's still a journey, right? It's definitely a space of freedom, and I understand that, and that's why I am now on this journey of literally trying to chase freedom in every area of my life. But this is a newfound understanding that I've recently come into, and it's a beautiful thing to show up as your most authentic self in any room, Black, as a woman, being proud, and as a queer woman, especially in spaces that, especially in the financial services industry, where it's full of a lot of white men, right? Still to this day. So to show up as myself, all of me, all of this Blackness with my locks, it's that is freedom. Being able to walk in myself and be okay with myself, no matter how everybody else around me sees me, feels about me. That's freedom for me, because there are so many of us who are still trapped and not truly understanding who we are, but also still being ashamed of who we are.
Say that. Felt, sis. I mean, our parents still are trapped, right? Like, if we be real about it, right? It's still fronting and keeping up with the Joneses. Super radical. I love it, Lyndsae. Who else? How has freedom changed for you? The definition of it, and what does it look like for you today?
So for me, it is a similar, very, very similar actually to what Lyndsae was saying. And in addition to that, so I relocated from not my hometown, but like the place where all of my family lived. And so from Milwaukee to Charlotte, that's when I experienced like a whole nother level of freedom. Like it's really, it's different, like I had a chance, and I'm having a chance to really unpack who I am and where I'm at and what I'm doing. And I'm queer as well. And so my family's response to it, my family not respecting my gender non-conforming child's identity and pronouns, like all sorts of layers, like literally being attacked because we were queer by people, physically attacked. Like all, and figuring out who I was and who I wanted to be midst of all of the identity that, so, in our families, it's some generational stuff. Catching everybody in the family. I was the person who caught everybody. I was the person who held everything down. I was the person who was, making sure we had Sunday dinner, like I was that person. And so when everybody turned on me because of who I was and various other generational things, it was like, dang, who am I? Like who am I? And so I'm all shirt. I'm ratchet, I'm nerdy, I'm slim, I'm plus size, I am I'm quirky, I'm creative, I'm like all of these things, and that is my level of freedom, is that I get to be all of that and not overwork myself and not be anybody's mule, not be anybody's excuse or reason, crutch. Like I'm just me. That's my level of freedom.
A sermon, okay? Like,
listen, drop the mic, sis. Just go
listen.
ahead. Just drop the mic. And I didn't know you were in Charlotte. We definitely have to connect.
You in Charlotte,
right? Girl, I got you.
Deep. And I can't even imagine I can actually, like, if I be real, right? Like, the pain that was involved in that journey. You know, like, it's dope to get there where you're just like, I don't even care, you know, it's a daily process, but the pain you have to go through to get there, like the disappointment and the mourning of relationships and the re-traumatization, like, and for you and your baby.
Like, literally being in chronic pain while going through all of that.
Man, listen, I'm happy for you, sis. Like, I get it. Like, I came to Africa for a reason. Like, for real. Like, I left the whole continent to, like, be with myself and be real.
Content.
Right? About who I am, and even doing that. Like, I had a struggle with depression and anxiety. Literally in therapy for years, taking medication for depression and anxiety. I had an aunt tell me, you need to be on medication. You need to up-medicate. Like, just because I want to go to Africa, I'm like, damn. Like, when Bank of America was sending me to London, you all happy. I can't take my damn self, across the water. But right, it was worth it. Any relationship that ended our own cause was worth it. So I celebrate you and love and light to your daughter as well. Cortesia, what about you? Oh, them, yes.
For me, my freedom is literally just allowing people to be themselves and not forcing somebody to be who they ain't. Like, if it's something that they don't want to do or something that they don't want to accept or understand, shrug my shoulders, keep moving. I have the strength and the ability to be comfortable within myself and to accept that who people are, some people are not going to change. So sitting here and fighting these battles with certain people, it's just not going to change. So you either need to go through and build you a new, better version without trying to force something to accommodate you. Like, people always say, I'm not asking for a seat on table. Well, freedom in this world is your ability to go out and build your own damn
That's
table.
right, sis.
And stop trying to force everything and everybody to have a table for you. Guarantee, if you feel that way about certain stuff, you can go out and make a table, and at least 10 to 15 other people will come for that table. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't sit here and put a round peg in a square hole. It's not going to work, no matter how you try and push it. But you have to accept that and be like, okay, you know what? And in this world, like we was talking about earlier, some people are really, really sensitive. Like, the reason why I like jokes is because when you're so sensitive about certain things, you don't find the laughter in it. Like, even when I was like, I can see, and you're not able to see things from 2 points of view. Some people only see it from, their freedom is limited to their point of view and how they feel, and that's fine. But if you want global freedom for everybody, you have to see it from both points of view. Now we have Russia and Ukraine going on right now, right? I see it from both points of view. Russia's like, you know what? Fuck this borderline. I want this shit. I want this whole country. And Ukraine is like, this is my house. Why are you coming here to take my stuff? Do I have the ability to say Russia is wrong? I feel Russia need to take their ass home. However, Russia want to cross these borderlines and want to keep going. Who am I?
You know, I love the diversity, and always, right? I love the diversity of these perspectives, because freedom, like, we just like because he was saying, you can't fit a square peg into a round hole. Like, we don't need people forcing their versions of freedom on us either. You know, like, these things Cortesia's talking about, I did not get that shit until 31 in Africa, where I look back and I could finally see for the first time in my life, after thinking I was so perfect, how ugly I was to certain people. And I didn't even notice it. Even when they were telling me, like, Casey, like, you sound like elitist. You know, like, Casey, like, you're not letting me, you're not giving me a chance to bump my own toe because you know everything. You're not like my best friends, right? And like, I came at an epiphany, and when I opened my mouth to say, man, I realized that this how it was, they were like, yep, and all I could do was cry and listen, you know? Because I could only see my hurt, my trauma, my anger, my protecting myself, you know? And then the same thing with my fiance now. He's an African man, right? He's a Tanzanian man. And there's so many things differently. I walk on the curb, on the side of the road, he walks in the street, you know? Like, literally, right? Like, and it bugs me, you know? Like, I have a schedule. He is free flow. He's like, if I need tomatoes, it's down the street. If I need water, it's down, you know, like he does, you know, and he tells me all the time, and I'm finally seeing he's right. It's not right or wrong, Casey. It's just different. You know, it's not right or wrong. It's just different. So I can still disagree with somebody. I can still not like it. I can still fight for the freedom that I believe should be in the world, right? But at the same time, yeah, I mean, I think to this conversation right here, like, everybody's a product of their experiences, and we're different, and there has to be room for that. And even, yes, we protect ourselves, but we can't be so bald-faced that we don't have any capacity for seeing other people as they are, because that ain't freedom on a global scale. Like, Cortesia, like, this a prodigy, y'all. Super deep.
Casey, I believe freedom is about love. All in all, freedom is about love, how you love yourself, how you love others. Like, with us talking about it, like, it's about love. Because when I think about freedom, I think about my ability to be able to express how I feel to somebody and tell them, you know, this is love language. This is how I express myself, whether it's person to person, whether it's job to job, career to career. We have to be able to freely express our love. You know what I'm saying? Like, the reason why Russia is attacking Ukraine is because he loves taking over territories. He loves seeming like the big person. That's his source of freedom. But Ukraine also, they love their home. They love where they're at. So they're willing to fight against him to say, get the fuck out of our house. So how do you express love to still be free with how you express your love?
I think he trash, but yes, I get his psyche. I think he's doing what every colonizer has done, right? This is mine, I'm gonna take it. You know, he trash, and every colonizer is. But yes, of course, like, he was bred a different way than we were, right? Like, period, right? He was indoctrinated with different things than we were, period, right? He's still trash, but that's real, right? Like, we are a product of our experiences, and maybe somebody loves that man, child. All right, so love y'all to death. So much for being on the show. We got to wrap it up now, but before we go, if you all could please tell people where they can follow you, find you, in any order. Well, okay, I'll just tell you. Let's do Lyndsae, Annika, and Cortesia. If you can tell people where they can follow you and keep in touch.
So first of all, I think we need a part 2 of this same panel, okay?
Hey, I'm with it. I'm with it.
But you can follow me on Instagram at @LPeele_TheRealDeal. You can follow the business at Kingdom Vision Consult on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn.
And you can find me on Facebook at Annika Leonard and on Instagram at Priceless Insight, and Insight is INCITE.
Dope.
If you want to find me, you can go to thebrandingarchitect.co, thebrandingdoc.co, The Branding Architect on Instagram and Facebook, and The Branding Doc on Twitter and Clubhouse. And that's only because they don't give me enough letters, because your girl got flavor.
Come on now, don't say that. Speak with your chest. Super dope, and y'all definitely should follow these ladies. They are legit creating space, right? They are legit creating space and capable hard for the people they serve. It's an honor to hang out with y'all. Thank you so much for joining the show. And yes, part 2 will come. Please. I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all some proposed dates. Thank y'all so much for being on the show.
Thank you. Holla.
Bye. And love you too.
Bye. Love y'all too.
Blaze Business Intensive is the 6-week business management course for Black women. Enroll today by going to blazebusinessintensive.com.